Are we live? We are. Alright. We're here. Put that water there. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's me. It's your boy, the guy, the gaming man. What a day today. I want to take a minute here at the start of the stream to talk about a lot of things. A bit of discussion. A lot of things happened today, for those who don't know. A lot of, the Game Awards, that is what happened.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few.
The Game Awards happened today. I'm gonna have to pause Genshin here. It's quite loud for me. The Game Awards happened today, which is quite hype. I woke up like midday, so I missed half the show almost. But the Game Awards happened, and honestly, most of the stuff that I saw was pretty much correct in terms of the results. I'll be honest. I'll be absolutely honest. The game of the year is indeed Elden Ring. The what is it? Art direction. I can't even remember that one. Game direction rather. Elden Ring. Story. Ragnarok. Ragnarok won a fair few, but Game Awards are great. Unfortunately, though, there are some things. There are some things that I do not like. The announcements. That's probably what I would say I do not like from the Game Awards. Hades 2 was announced. That was a... Oh yeah, the Hades 2, that's a great one. I might play Hades 2. Probably not Hades 1. Can't be asked. Unless Hades 2 is very far away, then we might play Hades 1. Final Fantasy 16. Unfortunately, a PS5 exclusive. I'm very bummed out about the PS5 exclusive for Final Fantasy 16. I'd love to play it day one, but I'm not buying a PlayStation 5. Honestly, this is, I think, the first time that I've ever regretted not playing console. I really want to play Final Fantasy 16. Desperately want to play Final Fantasy 16. But, whatever. They've released their pre-order stuff. You get a lot of cool things from the pre-order, but I guess that is to be expected with... So there's a collector's edition, a deluxe edition, digital deluxe. I guess there is a digital deluxe edition available. It is coming out in June, and then I think, if I remember correctly, I think I got told on Twitter, it's like, it launches on console, PS5, June, but then it comes to PC like the end of 2023, so 6 months later. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of exclusives in any way. I feel like exclusives are just like a shit marketing tool, but whatever. I think that there's like some information to counter that, but I just think they're garbage. Anyway, what is the best version of this? I guess we should go... Maybe I'll go through it. Not that not that I'm like a guy who like reviews things like realistically. I'm a very fucking dumb guy. But going through it, Final Fantasy 16. This is a standard edition. You can pre-order it at any website. I don't fucking know. And then digital deluxe is the digital version of the game, or just I guess you get the game, art book, mini art book, and mini soundtrack, the things, and the experience boost. Oh, come on, dude. What the hell? This one is the deluxe edition, so I guess maybe one down from the previous. You get the deluxe edition thingy, you get a steel cover, there's police sirens outside my window, fucking amazing. You get the map of the whole area, that looks nice. Looks kind of okayly sized, depends on how actually large it is to go between places, but from this, it looks pretty smallish compared to like other games, like something like Skyrim or whatever. But oh well, we'll see. And then the digital, the collector's edition, which I fucking want this so bad. But you know, I'm not gonna buy the fuck. I want the statue, to be quite frank. I want everything but the actual like PS5 copy of the game, and I just want that to be a PC game. Oh well. And you get a few other things. You get the box for it. The box looks sick. Steel case, the medallions or something shit like that, character medallions, I don't know what the fuck that is, and then a sword in the game. It seems like the games are going to, I guess because it is single player, they can just sell power through pre-order. I guess that's not really a problem, and the XP boost is not going to destroy the game if it's single player, but it is going to make playing it a lot easier. Guild boost accessory and the bonus weapon Braveheart. Yeah, it's great. Honestly, the Game Awards were pretty phenomenal. A lot of people are complaining about certain things. Honestly, a lot of people's complaints aren't really good complaints. I don't know how far I should be scrolling here until I encounter something probably not good to be shown. I am excited for one specific game. I think it was the Wandering. Obviously Diablo 4 is there. I'm not overly excited about this one, but you know, if it's like not gonna cost me like a kidney, I'll probably play it. Is this it? No, that's Square Enix. Elden Ring won Game of the Year. What was the game? The Wandering, the Wanderer, the Wildering, the Wildening, something like that. Christopher Judge's 8-minute long acceptance speech. Honestly, he's an absolute legend. He's a god amongst men, to be honest with you. I can't remember what the game's name is, but I'm probably pretty much excited the most for that one. The Wandering. I'm trying to remember his name. I can't fucking do it. But I did sign up to its beta because it looked fucking sick. Yeah, Game of the Year awards were great, but the other thing I want to look up is where the fuck is it? Where is it? Elden Ring. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact had their new character leaks. Honestly, this doesn't actually mean anything, but the reason we're here is to look at the comments, because we always do this. When new characters are announced, we love to look at the comments here to see how deranged mentally these people are on Twitter. So, which one has the most views here, or most comments or whatever? I want to see that. So that one has 1,000. These ones up here. They're pretty much the same. Let's go for this one. We'll go with Al Haytham, because he's a guy. Comments-wise, oh, classic. This has been flagged for sensitive content. Never click those bad boys. Zyux, welcome. When Al Haytham comes, he will... Yep, people just being weird about it. Classic Zyux. Hot. He's finally here. I don't think people are going to have much judgmental stuff about this, because we've known about him for a very long time. Who is Al Haytham? For the blind, he's the vision. For the hungry, he's a food. Okay, a bit of a weirdo. The winner of tonight? Nope. Forget the Mobile Game Award. Forget all about that. He's coming. I feel like people didn't. This is overly hyped right now, because I feel like were people expecting him not to come? I don't know. I have no idea why this is actually being hyped up so much. Because he was always going to come. But yeah, and Yao's comments. Anything mentally deranged here? Nay should follow me. I will give Yaya updates. Yes, classic hourly person. Cute, and then someone. Oh my god, this is the what is wrong with a person saying something's cute? Of course, it's a middle-aged man saying cute on Yaya's tweet. Classic Genshin. It's just so. It's just so weird. These people, mentally deranged community. Mentally deranged community. And then obviously MiHoYo won an award, so they immediately... Now I found this very funny, because I was watching the Game Awards as it was happening. Genshin Impact won a mobile game of the year. Weirdly enough, or it won something. No, Player's Choice. No, it won Player's Choice. I think actually Marvel Snap won Game of the Year for Mobile Game of the Year, which is probably... It makes more sense, because Genshin didn't come out this year. And neither did a lot of those fucking games, so I don't know why they're nominated. But it won Player's Choice, and then I just found it very, very, very odd that immediately after the Game Awards ended, MiHoYo tweeted that they're giving out a reward to the players. I just feel like that's like, it was almost like they had that pre-set up. I don't want to accuse anyone of anything. But it's just it was a bit too quick. Like, within about 5 minutes of the Game Awards ending, there was already a tweet saying that we're going to get rewards. It was like 800 Primo Gems in total, so it's not even that much. But I just find it weird that it was instantaneous. Almost like a bribe, you might say. But who knows? You know, I'm not accusing anyone here, but there is some correlation. Any other comments? Selling Genshin account for my mom's hospital bulls. Damn, that's crazy. You can sell your Honkai or your Genshin accounts. 200 plus offer, but please don't lowball. Bro, these fucking weirdos. She's finally out of the basement. Honestly, I am more excited about Yaya's launch than Alhaitham's. Yaya has a... If Yaya ends up being like a healer, that's going to be amazing. On Honey Impact, we have no information yet, unfortunately. But I will be constantly looking at this for more news. As for weapons, if I actually go to the weapons tab really quickly... oh my god. My throat is quite... I feel sick, but I'm not sick. Any new weapons? Yeah, well, no, Alhaitham's a sword. Any new swords for the 5-star section? Kajani's Soot. A Killer for Vonia. No. Interesting. Oh, no, test weapons, never mind. Primordial Jade Cutter. What? One side. The first sword used by an Adeptus to make up for the powers he had lost. Nothing useful here. And what would Yaya be? Claymore? Or Polearm? Let's go with Polearm. Let's assume that she's a Polearm. We haven't had like a child Polearm user in a long time. No weapons here yet. Oh well. We'll get that in a few days. Maybe even tomorrow, who knows. I'll keep updated there. That's all that I want to talk about. The Game Awards were cool. I really think they were cool. A lot of cooler announcements, a lot of stuff that I'm excited for. Blue Protocol, that's another one I didn't even mention. Blue Protocol, anime MMO made by, god damn my throat. Made by Bandai Namco, I'm pretty sure. I'm excited for that as well. I'm gonna play that as on launch. I've been following it since before Genshin. I was hoping that Blue Protocol would launch like at the same time as Genshin, so I can pick which one I want to play. Because I think I enjoy Blue Protocol a lot more. But yeah, Blue Protocol is coming out soon. Let me actually look it up. Blue Protocol on Steam. Wait, it's on Steam already? Add to your wish list. Honestly, yeah, sure. Why not? If it's gonna be on Steam, that's fucking amazing. Honestly, every game. Listen, I don't want to give Gabe any more money than he needs, but I just feel like just more games and every game needs to be added to Steam and then also be put onto consoles and whatnot. I just think it's good. Blue Protocol. Maybe it's been here for a while. When was it added actually? Does it say? No. What does it recommend? Internet connection required. Damn, unfortunate. Don't have internet, do I? Add to my wishlist. Its planned release date is, they didn't actually specify, did they? Because some games were specified the release date. Blue Protocol wasn't. Is The Wandering? Fuck, what is the name of the game called that I can't remember now? Hold up. The Wayfinder. Wayfinder, that's the fucking game. Is that on Steam as well? I think I signed up for it. Yeah, it is on Steam right now. Add that to your wishlist, boys. Adding it to your wishlist is actually rather important. It kind of lets people know interest. I'm keen to give this one a go. It looks like it is a massively multiplayer action adventure RPG. Sign up for the beta. That has been done. And honestly, it looks fucking cool. It looks like a pseudo, maybe a bit more action combat World of Warcraft. That's the vibe it gives. The art style is like, I think, very reminiscent of maybe a bit more cartoonish WoW. And it looked, from the gameplay trailer, it looked like it was a little bit more action combat, which I like. I like action combat. Didn't show off too many things though, but it looks, in my opinion, great. It looks very WoW though, very WoW reminiscent at least. And honestly, I didn't really pay attention too much to anything else that was announced at the Game Awards. Like if I go to the Game Awards channel, like let's just scroll down a bit. What else do we have? Splash damage. The Transformers game was, listen, I've got nothing against Transformers. I was just struggling to figure out what IP that was until the very end. Some IPs you can kind of figure out, but damn, that was fucking tough. Baldur's Gate, that kind of looked interesting. The Mario movie. Actually, you know what? What is this? Meet Your Maker. If you like what you saw from Behaviors Interactive, Meet Your Maker. I think that one looked interesting. The building your own kind of like parkour, like crash course thingy. That was interesting. What else was there? I'm gonna show maybe the stuff that I think was actually the Elden Ring, whatever, game of the year. Is this an anime? Anime, fair enough. Final Fantasy, yada yada yada. Hunters have spotted Kimono. Ah, yes, this one, the Golden Tempest game. What's it called again? Well, I don't. Honestly, it doesn't tell me the name of the game, but it's like a Monster Hunter-esque game. Wild Hearts, that's the one. Wild Hearts. It's a Monster Hunter. I think I've watched a few videos on it earlier. It's a Monster Hunter style, but it's like Japanese themed. It's kind of cool. I don't know if it'll be great. The crime boss Rocky City or Rocky City. That's an interesting game. First person shooter, but whatever. Crash Team Rumble. That was a thing. I was kind of hoping that it was like a remake of one of the other games. I think a lot of people, when I think the Crash Bandicoot official Twitter like posted something, they were like, I think they like posted like question marks or some shit a few days prior to the awards. People are hoping for a Crash Bandicoot. What's that fucking game that's super popular? Isomaniac or some shit? Maniac. Insomniac. I don't fucking know the name, but people are hoping for that. The Fortnite season 4 looked fucking kind of interesting, to be quite frank. The bikes and everything, the jumping was cool. Space Marine, Meet Your Maker. There was a new Elden Ring game. It was like that mecha one. That's an interesting thing from FromSoft. I actually don't know many of their games that aren't just blood, gore, and demons. But you know, if that's a new thing, then I'm excited for it. Legends of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. It's definitely got a lot of content done it. The new... Oh yeah, well, this is actually for Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3 won an award. And then there was the expansion for the new Horizon game. I was kind of confused because they kind of... When they showed the name of it, it was like Horizon, and then the expansion name, and then that it's an expansion to the second game. I was confused whilst watching it, but yeah. That's getting a thing. Diablo 4 world premiere with Halsey. That was kind of cool. It was a cool song. Diablo 4 is Diablo 4, though. What do you expect? The cinematic, though, that they posted, or that they showed, was fucking incredible. I think that starting scene where, like, she's scorching her feet on the ground, that was fucking brutal. Ludwig, creator of the year. Honestly, true and real. The man is the creator of the year. Fire Emblem, some performance things. Wayfinder, that's another one. Baldur's Gate. I'm kind of keep on scrolling. Honestly, I missed the section where adaptation of the year won. I want to know what the adaptation of the year is. Best art direction, Elden Ring, Tekken. Because I'm just curious. I want to know Arcane or what's his face and Cyberpunk. Just kind of curious. Forspoken, demo, whatever. Bro, there's so many posts. Star Wars Jedi, please, no. No more Star Wars games, please. Just chuck it in the bin. On God, I'm gonna stand by that. Chuck it in the bin. Bro, why is it so hard to find? Christopher Judge, Al Pacino, Street Fighter. It's Game Time. I probably could look up like keywords. Just not gonna do that. Am I? Like, I'm an idiot. I don't know how to do that. Piccolo. Hashtag Piccolo. The instrument or the character? That's a tough question. Maybe I've already passed it. Who knows? Post-trauma game. Play Valorant. Nah. None of what I'm looking at here is rustling my jimmies. Pre-show. Honestly, I've probably passed it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The Game Awards is cool. A lot of still cool stuff is coming in the next few months to year or so. But then again, there's going to be a new Game Awards next year, so it's probably going to be the same fucking thing, innit? Going to be the same motherfucking hype train. And people are still going to be very confused on why certain things won certain things. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hades 2, though. That's probably the most hype one. Who knows? Anyway, let's play some Genshin Impact, eh? Let's play some Genshin Impact. I've got a story to start, and I'm honestly not too enthralled to start this story, but you gotta start it. Gotta get it done, and gotta name our Wanderer literally a name that would annoy half the community. Shitstain or Garbonzo. You know what? Garbonzo is the name we're choosing. Alright, how do I start this? Is this one? Inversion of Genesis. Rum bum bum.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
Alright. Go to the Surasthana. Go to the Surasthana. Oh. Immediately starting the quest.
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
No, why is autoplay not on?
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting.
Oh yeah, same.
I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yeah.
Yes, you came to me. So all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay, but...
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma! Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything.
Sure.
Great! Let's go find out what this Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
I've actually got the answer. So there was a pot, and the pot was bad, and it was emitting negative juice. And then I did like a multi-quested mission with Johnny, and I got the solution, and I broke it.
I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
I think he should. That line should not have been there. Why mention me? Just have me pop up.
Oh.
That's so cringe. Ah, if only we had this traveler as he walks in. Come on, dude. You can do better than that.
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll
Oh,
go.
no. Of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kind of like...
I can tell, dude. Cringe lords.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatara Suna?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we don't know much about that place either.
We solved the mystery, but I did it
We
blind.
came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
I see.
Don't be disheveled. Sorry, I can't help.
Our teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatara Suna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatara Suna.
Hold on.
I feel like I know this voice actor for Sawada. Like, not personally, but I think I know it.
In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Why is he British?
Let me give you some background. This all started...
I'm interested in this. Why is he British?
Some records in Tatara Suna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa.
Oh.
Who crafted a fine blade. But in the end,
Mikoshi.
he threw it into a fire to destroy it. And killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows. Apart from the sword maker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, The records also mention a kabuki mono.
Oh,
This
Kabuki Mono.
seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger. Someone who
Like
dresses
a wanderer.
or acts in
Oh
an
my
unusual way.
god!
That's right.
Like a wanderer or something,
Teacher
dude.
has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatara Suna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first
Mmm.
the strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kinda fishy to Paimon.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
Stop shouting!
Yeah, bro, shut up. We're like
This
right
part's
next to you.
important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Is this a lot of information I'm meant to know about something? Could it be? Maybe. Who knows?
So there are two missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh yeah, Kaidehara.
Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
True and real, dude.
Wow,
Niwa
yes,
Kaidehara.
You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidehara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidehara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
Wow, well, great observation.
Man.
Great
Sawada,
observation, dude.
You left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more?
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get to the point. for
Come, I'm
Pete's
ready.
sake.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
What? No.
A puppet?
What? Kabuki Mono has to be the balladeer.
Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
I partake in knowledge from time to time. Glare at Paimon and hope she keeps her mouth shut.
No. Paimon just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
I'm looking. If you give me... Yeah, see you later. I was about to say, if you give me a wall of text, I'm
Essay
skipping it.
draft as well.
I'm skip... No.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Oh, that's a comedy genius moment right there from Paimon. Sounds a little more like a novel.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
I'll leave you to it.
Some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more
It's
info
the
about
most
all this,
genuine
please
thank you I've
do
ever
let me
gotten.
know.
Hey, thanks, man.
Thanks so much.
Hey, thanks, dude. Just says. And then we get killed by Dottore.
So, that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, then, even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
Nah, just asking a hater about it,
If
dude.
you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
What's wrong?
Did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like...
The balladeer!
No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Okie dokie. Honestly, the fact that only Paimon saw him, even though the Traveler was looking directly in that direction, absolute cappery, but, you know, story writing, am I right? Definitely can't have them look in different directions, to maybe convey it a bit better. Who knows? Talk to Nahida. Oh, she's smiling.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are.
Hello.
Nahida, bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around.
How's about we pan our heads to the left?
Escape or...
Pan to the left. Yep.
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surastana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about.
Listen, it's not off the
But if
topic.
that's the
It's not off my
case,
mind.
Why haven't you done it already?
Nah, I'm not a killer.
Flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet. ...
Dude.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down?
Nah.
Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare
The
try
world's
to
full of
put it
surprises.
between us. As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
The doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position.
Oh yeah.
Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean, he's not a harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
So he tossed you out like trash.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Really? What a crying shame. What a
Well,
line.
if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you serious about this?
Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
What, for me? What?
As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information.
What about if
Should be
he
able to find it for you.
lies? What if he's a liar?
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all.
A nice slice of pizza,
Several times
I think.
before. There's a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity,
I just want a pizza.
it is my responsibility
A pizza,
to be on
dude.
guard
One
against
pizza.
the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Thanks, Nahida.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Alright.
Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Already? There's like no... Bro, again, can we have a cup of coffee? Lunch?
It looks pretty different here compared to last time.
Hey, what's up, Balladi?
Gentler.
Balladi.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together.
Traveling! Maybe we'll be wandering a bit as well.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going.
Alright.
You need some time to mentally prepare yourselves.
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
Let's just, there's no need for all the biting sarcasm.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Yeah, it's alright so far. Oh, do I not get to move? I don't get to move.
Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul.
Yep.
Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching
I'd
for information
assume
there?
it's right there where the big fucking tree is, you know?
Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Sure. Oh, not a walking simulator. Not a walking simulator. Oh, come on, dude.
Sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Why not? What happens if I run into it? No? Nothing?
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
It's like decently sized. So the set of Irminsul information in the world is flowing through it.
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui. What a strange individual.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk?
Telepathic conversation.
I've also invited Paimon to join.
Could you not have?
What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
It's called being a tsundere. That's all it is. It's called being a tsundere.
As
I'm
I
just gonna say it.
told you before,
Just gonna say it now.
there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Betrayals and the other events in Inazuma.
Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
Cheers. Caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia at Pardis Daya. Dahaya? Can't remember how it's said.
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Yup.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Everyone has
True.
a Paimon, even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Fuck, they just asked Nahida about it.
Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Yep. That's true, dude.
Oh, how interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Gese got it right?
The Gese. Bro, the usage of that word is good.
He's right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not in.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. Oh, Scaramouche gets left out again.
Having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have a right to keep certain things confidential.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
Oh,
Not
Paimon.
like we've never met before.
Paimon is just the slowest
Anyway,
character.
You're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
It's just surprised me how slow Nahida is. Like, not Nahida, sorry, Paimon. Like, it's just like, he's been around for 400 years. Surely the sibling that was here during that time would have met Scaramouche in any way. So it's like, come on. Fuck my life. Every conversation with you is hard to work, but your attitude is better than I thought.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage.
Nice.
Huh? Wait.
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Who knows?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are
What a
talking about
voice.
Katara Suna's furnace, after all.
What a voice,
It
dude.
may
I'm gonna
not
be honest with
may
you.
act rashly.
Very
There's no one
punchy.
else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
That name Niwa was the man in charge of Tadarasuna, plus he belongs to the lineage of Ishinat. This quest is suffering a lot from the Traveler not having a voice, I'll be honest.
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership,
Okay.
Tatarasuna is a warm,
I don't wanna say
welcoming
it.
place, like a giant village.
I don't want to say it,
People are gainfully
but
employed. Their
I
lives
feel
are
like they should have
purpose.
gotten some Japanese
They are
people to just
motivated.
speak English and have like a Japanese accent. I feel like that would have been a lot cooler when they pronounced the names Mikoshi Nagamasa. I just in my opinion, I feel like a nice like Japanese accent would go a long way here in terms of like just the feel. Maybe that would have been a tall order, but you know, I think that would have been the bare minimum, but whatever.
As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown. All passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you...
That guy looks
accepted the
identical to the guy that
proposal
helps you
myself and Kame.
like fix the
Yes,
Tatarasuna.
well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatarasuna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma. And it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really...
Escher?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator.
This
among
feels like the
all those
most
events,
filler conversation in the world.
namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Since when do mechanics carry pocket knives?
Are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Just the look?
We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here.
There it comes, the knife.
What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
Where'd he cut him? Bro, where's the blood? Oh, bro, don't have him like hit him with the spatula or something if it's not gonna show blood. What the hell?
I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatara Suna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person.
The doctor.
You may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
The doctor enters the play.
Get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger.
Call me the doctor. The doctor.
Fatui? Who? What do you want?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
It just sounds like the Fatui in a nutshell, right? Just minor inconveniences.
Gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending?
This would be the longest dialogue between two characters in the history of Genshin, I think.
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa
He's not going to listen to you. It's the doctor.
see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people.
Sorry, it's just so hard to do this when there's absolutely no sign of injury. It's so hard to like roleplay when there's no sign of injury on this man.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty.
Oh, for
Then
fuck's
out of
sake.
respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa, already dead. What a pity.
That was a nice transition.
Chester, I have completed the task you gave me, creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to
Oh, I thought he was
introduce
communicating
a
with him.
puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Is he communicating with the Jester there, or is he just like speaking in general?
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore? Dottore!
Again, the timing of this is just in autoplay, but the timing is terrible.
Good. Good.
Was that the doctor?
I don't know, Bumwon, did you see?
Turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
He was the one behind the Tatarasuna incident.
But why do we see things from his perspective?
Yeah, Irminsul. It's the tree, you fucking
When
idiot.
I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
You weren't betrayed. I should have didn't read that. Oops. If the betrayal never happened, it existed only in his imagination, but where does this leave him?
Let's give him some space.
Okay, let's go over there.
Dad,
It's like no.
Paimon doesn't want
We're
to
gonna
see
walk
him.
into something that we're not meant to walk into.
To give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from
Later,
Fontaine.
you can just stop that at later when the
That's
doctor
when
showed up.
began.
Problems
It
began.
was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject.
Is the fruit bearing
After the
rewards,
events
whatever that
Agent
saying
saw in
is?
that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed
quite brutal.
the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim?
Sounds like the doctor. Sounds like what someone the doctor would do. Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure cause of great resentment. Now we know what kind of behind this to take revenge on the Raiden Goku back 100 years ago. But it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision. Ah, yes, of pure heart.
Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Okay, the mystery of the Tatarasuna quest.
You brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Yes, that's true. Hey, buddy. You wanna... Oh? A while later. 12 years later. Hey, Scaramouche.
Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me?
Yep.
If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Okay.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of the VAT.
I feel like logic answers that.
Does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Yeah. Not unexpected, but still, thank you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Alright, I
I'm
won't.
really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Sure.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
That's a bunch of new information.
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time.
The Jester, another Fatui Harbinger.
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this.
Cheers.
Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Alright.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Ah, bro. Oh.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
What do you want? What's up?
Give me your hand.
Alright. Go, give it to him. Why do they both look like dead inside? Jesus Christ, add some life to their eyes.
My voice inside your head.
Are you trying to brainwash me? What the fuck is that reply?
I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
No.
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Yeah, we held hands.
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me.
That look, did he see me hesitate? But that was because I know about... Oh.
So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Oh.
Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Balladeer, stop!
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Okay.
From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh,
No.
he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
We gotta just walk around and fall into a fucking information hole. Ah yes, let's look around this empty plane of reality. And that's exactly where we'll find him, in the empty place.
He's really gone.
What are you gonna do?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
You tell Nahida everything that happened.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Is this like the roundabout way of killing a Fatui, but also like kind of recreating them? Is that they'll just like redefine them? They'll technically die, but a different version of them will be playable. Is that like the roundabout way of doing this?
And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb.
No, I want to help.
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
The Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain in full. The truth might be very distressing for Paimon. It will be indeed. I'll skip the part by Gretel right for now and focus on the Balladeer. Sure, we explain shit about the balladeer.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible.
It's not easy, that's for sure.
Right. You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life.
Well, we'll see about that.
It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah, great example.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history. Paimon, for fuck's sake.
Sorry, Paimon accidentally. It's the Balladier's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress.
That's a shit line.
Erasing yourself from
Jesus
history?
Christ, Paimon has some fucking terrible lines in this fucking quest.
Really possible in Irminsul?
I'm just guessing here.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Paimon has got some shit fucking lines in this quest. Holy fuck. The Balladeer did erase himself from the fucking Irminsul. Worst case scenario will affect everyone with a connection to Raiden Gakuen, Kaza, Kayato, all that goes.
About it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next?
Just sit here in the room.
Now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's
Just gonna skip your lines for now.
I'll start.
You're moderately fucking useless.
Chicken.
Moderately irrelevant character right now. A whole new day. What's wrong, Paimon?
What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what he was talking about.
So he's erased himself.
What was it again?
You were getting so worried about the situation with the Balladeer that you started listing foods. The Balladeer?
Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
Paimon doesn't remember the Balladeer. That must mean he actually pulled it off. But how did he have the ability? That doesn't make sense.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
He goes by many names. Kunikazushi, Balladeer, Scaramouche, Onikabuto, or whatever. Paimon, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay?
Let's get over there. Yeah, damn. Actually erased himself from reality. What an L maneuver, dude. Imagine deleting yourself, Alt F4ing yourself from the world, just to start anew as a different element. Yikers. Absolute yikers, dude. Hello there, Amenoma dude. Amenoma.
The Amenoma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while.
I'd like to ask a question.
Of course. Go ahead.
About the Raiden Gokuden.
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, Only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Yeah, I got it. I have it in my inventory.
Paimon remembers that now. They learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind the decline?
That, my friends,
Oh, please don't recite it. Like, do this like a black screen. Oh.
this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so
400 again?
there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he
I'm
had
falling
to
asleep, dude. Holy shit.
was his hatred.
I'm falling asleep.
Generation after generation,
This
bore
old
this
man's
grudge,
talking for at least 5 minutes.
living in utter
Can't handle
misery.
this.
Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara
When he
and
what?
Sato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Legend of the Raiden Gakuden has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmiths. It looks like the Baladi did something in Omasol, but it seems Niwa still died.
Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
So he still exists. He's the same Kazuha I know. Things don't seem to be as bad.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? On to the next step.
Fuck, do I have to listen to like more people talk? I've got nothing against it, but Jesus Christ, cut the conversation down to like 4 lines, please. Holy shit. Hirotatsu.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while.
Hi.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Thank you, we'll take your... Oh, we're taking them up from the up... Oh, can we...
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato...
We haven't met them in like at least a year.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
We haven't seen them in a year, canonically. Yeah, we're real close. Yeah, just let me in. Let me into their actual, like, their bedroom quarters. Or just, that's how close we are.
Is there something you want to say?
Can I ask you a couple of questions, you old crone?
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you.
Okay, she looks older than the Amanoma guy, but sounds younger. How's that? How are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although, he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
So pretty much business as usual on the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Aito's Commissioner, Aika's still Aika. Nothing's changed. I was expecting it as much, but it's still a big relief to know that the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well.
Got any more questions?
That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems
She admires us.
I
Great.
must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining.
Yep,
I
listen,
mean,
taking our time getting through that sentence.
Commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home.
That's fine.
They say it's because Toma is a much better chef than most. Oh, the Commissioner is so fond of home They get to talking
Holy
about
fucking hell, dude, you talk so
slowly.
slowly. This is unbearable. You're not going to say anything important. Honest to God, she's not going to say anything important.
In the future,
I'll visit again.
Paimon likes it here too. Paimon's itching to try it.
Yeah.
Goodbye for now.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry.
Oh my God, that was very irrelevant.
Are you two leaving already?
Yeah.
Yep. Everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
See you, dude. That's a nice, that was a good conversation. Safe travels, goodbye, we leave. Go to the Tatara Suna now, look for, what's his name, Jimmy. John? Kevin? Carl. There's a guy here. This man. Xavier, that's the one. Or Xavier.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for?
Xavier.
Thing?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
He has a voice now.
Xavier? What are you doing?
Xavier? Huh? Huh?
This specific area.
Xavier? What the fuck?
Some questions and thought you might be able to help.
I'm not even shocked anymore. Whatever. Dude, do you know much about this Tatara Suna?
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
How well do you understand the history?
Like the back of my hand.
Xavier.
I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Listening.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago.
As most tales do,
I'm
actually.
told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Mechanic, looks like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to the all-ensuing chaos.
Are you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
Xavier, I am.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
So can I ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
Thank you, Xavier.
Of course, don't mention.
I'll be honest, I kind of phased out when he was speaking.
Okay, bye, Xavier.
Xavier!
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help.
Why is it Xavier? Why is it Xavier? What the fuck? What the fuck? Time to go back and see Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you.
What can I say? Trouble.
Smile, Spinal Crocodile. Paimon will always be there for you.
Sure.
Come on, you got it. All right.
I'm not questioning your allegiance to me, Paimon. I'm questioning reality right now, seeing as people have been erasing themselves from the story, left, right, and or center. But whatever. Xavier, bro, why does Genshin have to be extra? Oh, these two motherfuckers.
Hey, it's them.
What's happening in my ears?
Sawada, you're still here?
Oh, it's a bird. Are you still talking about the essay?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
To research Tatarasuna Pass, let's see what they have to say.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
Can I read it again?
Huh? Oh, of course.
Mikoshi Nagamasa, Niwa, Sir Mikoshi, it's a bunch of stuff.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well?
No.
Here.
Yeah. Read it. I'm so bored of this quest. Baladi said he'd erase 2 of his names. If he really succeeded, it must have taken all of his might, but still.
Well, what do you think?
A masterpiece.
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this?
Sure, we'll tell him what we learned.
Something big?
Well.
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in
Oh, thank God. Story summary. Let's go. No repeating.
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
No worries.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Armanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it...
I do say so myself.
So there's no ghost story here after all.
Why is he British?
New information
Why is he British?
lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen
He's a
as
British
having
person in what I believe to be
stolen
Inazuman clothing.
to the extent that
In Sumeru.
was
What?
conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Or is that...
Yes, yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it.
Oh, so sorry. Look,
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop if you've...
Yeah, okay. Back to the actual important characters. Alright, Nahida, where you at? Oh.
We're here. Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
I'm alright.
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma.
Now, Nahida's gonna be like, who's the Balladeer? I was investigating the situation with the Balladeer.
The Balladeer? This sounds like some kind of code name.
You're... Oh no.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
There is many things that need to be said. But, just like last time, any changes to Irmis will affect her as well. Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I'm the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Traveler?
Yo.
Hey, what's wrong?
There are things that happened that only I can remember. As a descender, I have to tell you the truth. We tell the truth. You piece back together the story that is broken and scattered across time. There was once a guy named Balladeer, created by the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After the series of events in Tatarasuna, the Balladeer, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans, only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with the Gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irmisol and learned the truth behind his betrayal. Knowing that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story.
Yep.
So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
So you just Alt F4, Task Manager,
As
and
the
Task.
traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
Say that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you...
Well, he was a bit of a character. Well, we were enemies after all. I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything or save someone, or did he want to completely undo his existence? Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rugavada raise her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that, as Nahida reads our mind. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
He chose such a radical option, and yet...
Couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
Once
the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. This story makes sense. Every part of it.
Yeah, that's what happens. Makes sense.
He achieved godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
He changed the world in many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Those fated to do a tragic end could not be saved. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life, or did he wish to never exist at all? That one. The last one.
Wait a moment. I want to check something.
Just didn't want, like, bro, he lived a life of, like, misinformation. The amount of, like, regret would probably want you to make you kill yourself. That's pretty much the concept that's being applied here.
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Alright. Surprisingly, the information presented to you in the way was that resembles a fairy tale, sorry.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Balladeer?
When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki-mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything.
I am falling asleep in this quest.
Enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree, who had been abandoned by the humans.
This is adorable, by the way. This is very cool. I like this. This is adorable. These guys, this guy right here, look at him. He's having a good time. The old one, the old cat, fox thing, whatever. No good. Adorable.
Saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Damn.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
That's what happens when you erase someone from existence.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember.
It feels like life is as insignificant as a feather.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, The chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
I'm falling asleep this whole time, Nahida. There's a lot of information. It's just a lot of words.
This heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you...
You got it! Come on, traveler!
Yeah.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar.
I need to check something though. Is my commissions done for today? They are, because they reset in 8 minutes. Take a walk around the Grand Bazaar. Oh. This quest is long and just talking. We haven't done an ounce of attacking.
Being the only one who remembers all that, but Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
I just want to kill someone one time, dude. Then we're gonna find the Wanderer here, aren't we? He's gonna be walking around doing shit.
We're here! What should we eat first?
I feel like, I have a nagging feeling like there's something I'm missing, something important that I'm forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
It's just give me a moment, I'm still processing.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
Let's dig this out. I've got to be somewhere. It has something about Irminsul and deleting oneself. Greater Lord of Rukadvard, forbidden knowledge, Nahida. That was it. Greater Lord Rukadvard actually said no one can erase himself from existence, not even her. Otherwise, why would she need to create her own reincarnation in Lesser Lord Kusanali to do the deletion for her? There would be no point.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
Fuck, imagine giving the Traveler a voice so you can actually have this be a coherent thing. She doesn't know about, yeah, blah, Rukadvada. It's a crucially important detail. It's simply not possible for the Baladi to completely erase his own existence, in which case the question is what happened to him.
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Oh, bro. Fuck off.
Hey! Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That is the Balladeer!
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetias. And I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
No, let's follow.
Stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Oh, why do we need a tailing mission? Whoops, that's not the, where'd he go?
Take it easy.
Oh, not even a tailing mission? Just to go. Oh.
Yeah, this'll do.
It'd be cool if the Traveler was in like a stealth pose, I think.
Though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetias? Isn't that a bit too cruel? Oh, alright.
Shut up.
This should be
I'm on.
enough. Ah, guess I should wash them before I take them back.
If I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes, I would never believe it.
Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You're right. I was following you.
Have we met before?
Well...
No, we haven't met. But you know me?
I partake in knowledge.
I have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure
There's somewhere I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Then let's return to the city.
No, that's cool. Now, I'm sure this is going to be answered as the quest continues, but I find it odd that he's a completely different person, technically. He has a very different kind of vibe. But, like, when you get him as a character, he is a very kind of like... he's very much Scaramouche when you have him as a character, but just blue. But, in the story, he's like a technically a different person. I'm sure it's going to get answered. But I'm just, yeah, that's just one thing I noticed when I got him as a character, is that he still has that Scaramouche tendency of being, like,
I'll leave them right here.
snarky.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Oh, you know.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you and me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't...
This merchant guy's a really good character. Spitting bars.
No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks.
Okay. Oh, daily. Daily reset. Nice. But we don't have the event because that comes up at like 2 in the morning. But the sanctuary, not the sanctuary, sorry, the the dungeon event is live and I did do it. It's quite interesting, quite cool, but quite repetitive, so not that great. Hey, Nahida.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You tell us, Kusanali, what happened in the bazaar?
You say that you are trekking across Tevat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Isekai? Oh my god.
Yes, something far more
Genshin
distant
Isekai? Let's go.
so far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
Whew.
Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence.
We're just trying to think of where the beginning is, Hold up. There's like a tough beginning.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear, but I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Okay, so you tried to murder half a nation.
Something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil.
Heinous crimes!
You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Well, a lot of people ended up liking him, apparently.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
In fact, we were enemies, some would say.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
Because the truth must be known.
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything.
That's another shit line from Paimon in this quest.
Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust.
They gave Paimon really bad lines in this whole quest. She just sporadically is angry.
I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
My own
Even though it
transgressions.
will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet. With no heart and no name.
We'll change that second part in a
There's
moment.
nothing in this world for me to cling to. To fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Sure.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Oh, now the domain. Let's go. Is this the thing I want to run? Yeah, should be right. Should be right. Probably could have chucked on a Yaimiko instead of Yolan, but oh well.
Looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
Alright. Thanks.
That was actually a good line.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Oh, not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after.
Oh god, we're reliving the whole thing again.
But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a
That's
good
crazy.
guy.
That's
He looks like a
crazy.
warrior, but he has a kind face.
Wait,
Why couldn't he live a long and happy
we don't have the Wanderer as a playable character. Oh, dude. What? We can't even test him out and have fun?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Chuck that on, why not?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
I hear voices.
Whoa, this is were born? It's pretty. But there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here.
The fuck is happening in the middle of the screen? What the hell?
Okay, I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died. And then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. So after leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
What happened to the child then?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
Uh-huh. Bro, can I get some enemies? Can I deal some damage in this quest? Holy crap. I just want to see a big number.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting.
A jester's voice.
What you are truly is a weapon. One that can be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
The long-awaited rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Looks
like I went too far.
Nope. Isn't this where he fucks us?
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
In the original version of events, the traveler once encountered the balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
It was unsettling. True.
Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow.
They're both dead. Fucking losers. Oh, both these idiots are dead.
You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
No, she doesn't.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
Honestly.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences.
Who'd have thought fucking Signora would get more lines? Fucking hell.
Don't get so
That's my question, or my thought right now.
Now, Give that poor
Lady
little
died like
Tyr's a
10
rest
patches
and
ago.
stop
Let her stay in the
pretending
grave.
above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
And only L's were taken by the Fatui from then on.
She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
Enter the Traveler.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse
Whoops.
than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Solidify!
Boink! Everyone hold hands! Let me amuse myself.
This is order. Stabilize.
This might hurt a little.
Busted.
I like that though. A bit of an interaction between Signora and the Wanderer. You can kind of see that he's a bit of a dude still. Oh, now.
We've arrived in Sumeru.
Okay. Bit of a dude still, even though he was part of the Fatui.
Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
He's the Doctor. He's behind all of this.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
Alright. That's kind of cool. Scaramouche.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
If you accept the truth.
Are there any differences between humans and
Oh my god, what is with them bots?
Do you
It is
think
what it
there are
is.
any differences
What can you do?
between your present self and your
But hey,
previous
Tishu, what's up, man? Welcome to stream.
incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Are you saying?
Can you return my memories to me?
Okay, so that's why. Okay, cool.
Does that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I woke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I
Shine on you. You're gonna make you see when you hear my music.
Sins
Oh.
might be my one opportunity
Your boy
to
Kong Ming.
become my true self.
Your boy Kong Ming, dude. Is this the true meaning of Rukadavada's words? A person can't raise themselves even though the true ability is gone. This person will live on in his place. A person's sins an inescapable part of their destiny too.
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself.
Yep.
So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Oh, he doesn't end his wandering. He continues to wander.
Made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Bit of a cinematic. Ooh, okay.
I've made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright?
Where'd he come from? But honestly, I'm not gonna say no to a bit more animation with the massive mech, because it's always good. The animations involving this mech boss are so good. Oh, the dull blade comes out of nowhere. Ooh.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, shit. Oh, no. No one's dead because it's Genshin Impact! The name's Wanderer. That's very not Wanderer of you, actually. That's very Scaramouche. Oh, it's a one-on-one? Oh, no. I can't remember how this fight works. Oh, well. Oh, I don't know how this fight works when you're not like one phasing it with Zhongli or like Nahida. Alright. Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was actually a really nice animation. I like the combat with the massive mech all the time. I love it.
At my command, you shall fall. Cry louder. How amusing.
That wasn't good.
The wind rises.
This is not good.
Squall and fury. My endless cycle. You're dead. That's far enough.
Oh, you can't die? Oh, come on. Well, I was expecting it to fail there. That would be nice if you could fail. Come on, man. Where's the fail mechanic? Nope. When the Aether destroyed the giant block. When he did that, it was fucking sick. Okay.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared. Did we win?
We won.
Expect. I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self.
You're...
Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Yeah, I got him.
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
No, you've recovered your memories.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
Hey, you're a nice guy. God, this is the shittest autoplay. Come on.
Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
You're welcome.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Yeah, damn, let's go. I now need to think of a name. I need to think of a name. I think I know what I'm gonna go for. I think I know just the name. No, I'm gonna give it a good thought.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted.
You did nothing, Paimon.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
You won't go by the Balladeer anymore?
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him.
Exactly. Fuck the doctor.
I'm planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the 6th is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
Let's call it a tactical retreat.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, Your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan.
A child, but an elite strategist, to be honest with you.
I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Why was that such a fucking anime, like, perspective? She's like, big eyes, looking at her forehead. What the hell?
Utility to others
What is it, the eye fish lens?
So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
Nahida doesn't see you that way.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that.
Nice wording, dude.
Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with
That's why I'm gonna name you Fuck the Doctor. Exactly.
Think of it in that way.
Dotteray sucks.
Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
Including the beginning of your twin's journey.
Honestly, at this point, I don't even care about my twin. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We get so little updates, I could care less. Thank you, let's hope we can find some answers.
I will try.
Traveler.
Yo. Yes?
After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what you changed.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
Please don't make it sound like... That's a good line. Don't make it sound like I'm extorting you.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
Sure, whatever you want.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
Started trying to become a god.
I understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become. Until one day...
Alright, we get it. He's not human and he's not a robot. Ah, fuck. I hope you can give Nahida a chance.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Alright, see ya.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Okay.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too!
Why?
Why do they still do this? Why do they still do this ugly nickname bullshit? It's the least funny part of Paimon, and nobody fucking likes it. Like, it's not a funny thing. Why do they I thought they forgot about it after Jing Cho. No, like, bro, nobody finds this shit funny. Oh, I'm gonna give him an ugly nickname. A fucking brim hat. Wide brim hat man. Bro, no one's laughing at these fucking jokes.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
Paimon, fuck off.
Life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name...
You want us to decide a name?
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Oh, here we go.
anything.
Name change rules. You can obtain the item an Appletive Stroke from the Archon Quest interlude version, which will allow you to change Eon's Adrift Wanderer Animo's name. Please take note that, that some names cannot be utilized in this change. Once you have renamed the character, some interfaces in the game going forward will display that name that you have chosen. There's a limit on the number of times you can rename this character, so do it with care. Travelers, please ensure that you follow our terms and service. Yeah, don't be a fucking weirdo. Don't be calling him fucking Big Dingaloid Dingus Dick. Alright. So, I was just gonna name him Scaramouche, because I don't think a lot of people are gonna name him that, but maybe some people are. A lot of people are going with some weird traditional ones, like fucking John or some shit. I don't know. I was thinking Billy Bob, right? I was thinking a bit of a Billy Bob. I don't know why. He just kind of screams the name Billy to me. And Billy Bob sounds really good. But I was also thinking of like Jonathan. John Othan. Is it Jonathan? Is it like that? Jonathan. So we could go for Jonathan. We could go for like Venescence Gaming. We could just go for another Venescence, you know, just classic me. A lot went with Scaramouche, but with the Russian letter, so it works. Ah, did they? Okay. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of those. I've seen a lot of people do, like, traditional Japanese names, like the direct translation of freedom or some shit to Japanese. Susano. How the fuck do you spell Susano? You can go for, like, a Japanese god. We can go for Ra. We can go for Yabba Dabba. Go for Mark. What do I want to call him? You know what? Let me. I want to give him a good name, but not a cringe name. Give me a moment here. Just give me a moment. He is betrayed. Okay, I looked up Japanese wind god. Let's go with that. So it's Fujin or Futen. But is one of them like gender specific? Oh, bro, it's gonna be like gender specific, isn't it, in some way? He's portrayed as a terrifying wizard. According to Kojiki, Fujin Shintetsuki, whatever the fuck that word, was born from Izanami. In Japanese mythology, Izanami no Mikoto, she who invites, is the goddess of both creation and death. He is, so it doesn't really matter. So Fujin or Futen, whichever one I prefer, I guess. Fujin. Since Raion Raiden is Raijin from Raiden, a thunder god, then go for Fuden for Fujin, since wind god. Actually, that's a good logic. That's very good logic, to be quite frank with you. Raijin. What's a no? What's the monkey called from What's the fuck? No, what's the monkey called from fucking Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter Electro Monkey. What is that thing called? What is this thing called again? Rajang. No, yeah, no, never mind, I won't do that. The thing is, though, it's Futen, not Fuden. That's why I don't want to maybe go for Fuden. I think going for Fujin would be better. This doesn't matter enough, but I'm gonna do it like this for my main account, and then on the actual account that has the character, I'll call him like fucking Jamal's left nutsack or some shit. Fujin. But then let me look up another thing. Japanese gods in general. Ebisu, Fujin, Hachiman, Junshi, Inari, Okami, Izanagi, Izanami, Amaterasu. Just which one do I like the sound of the most? Amaterasu Ebisu Fujin, Hachiman Junshi, Inari is Inagi, is Kotomatsukami. Oh, bro, what is the chance I can put the whole of Kotoa Matsukami in there? I don't think it lets you have enough letters. Kotoa Matsukami. It lets you do it! Whoa! That's a big old name in Kotoa Matsukami. Woo! Let's go that. Contains... What do you mean contains invalid characters? Where? Bro, yeah, contains invalid characters. Yeah, the letters. Contains invalid characters. What? What's the invalid character here? Cannot be less than 1. Did I spell it right, by the way? Yeah. Bro, oh, come on. That's such a cool name. It's also the name of Shisui's Mangekyo Sharingan in Naruto. Raijin, Ryujin, Tenjin, Tsukuyomi. Oh, bro, what? Oh, whatever. Fucking. No. Fujin.
Are you sure?
Let me give it some thought.
Okay.
Actually, if I can just copy paste the actual like spelling of it. One second. If I can copy paste it with the actual like letter. Yeah, there we go. Even though it oop. Oh, for fuck's sake. We'll copy it with the actual letter. There we go. Even though it looks like it's spaced out a bit, whatever.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it does. I don't give a shit in the end.
Oh, all right.
I have you as a character, so it doesn't actually affect me.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
What do you plan to do?
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future
You can
path
change
will
it with
forever.
the upper line with W. Nah, I think the W would look shit though.
You still need some time to compose yourself.
I honestly, it would look right. I just think the little line above it makes it look cooler.
One more thing.
You know what I mean?
There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself.
It just kind of looks a bit nicer for me.
Time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see.
Huh?
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire.
Alright.
No nonsense. I like it. Alright. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire
Makes it unique, I guess.
instant.
I don't, like, here's the thing. Unless you have the character, you're not going to see this name a lot. So in my opinion, it doesn't actually matter anymore.
After everything
Like, it's gone.
he doesn't, so we can
This only applies if you have the character.
Star, thank you both. I hope you will find.
Is that the end of the whole quest? Oh, for fuck's sake, more of this shit.
I can end my novel with some
Still sad his hat and curtains are gone? I'm thankful his hat curtains are gone, dude. I think the hat curtains look shit. I think the ribbons that he has now are so much better. Oh, sorry, not the ribbons, the tassels.
to be the narrator of the epilogue.
I don't like the curtains. I like the tassels a lot more. Shit, I forgot their name immediately.
Dissipated, but they continue to cast then one not all these express life is.
That's why I like the curtains. Oh, fair enough. I just think they were kind of impractical. It's a lot of dead weight and a lot of like drag, so you wouldn't be able to run fast. And in a game of Genshin, you want to be speed, so you just be like immobile. I guess the hat itself, you don't really want to run with a wide brim hat like that. It's like causes massive drag, and thus you'll slow down a lot. But maybe that's a bit too much logic, you know what I mean? Uh-huh.
As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
Rust up, Paimon. Look at that vase. What about it?
Someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
The night we stayed here, Paimon bumped into the table after being startled by something to do with the balladeer. But the balladeer erased his existence, he changed the world, so why is this vase still broken?
You sound lost and confused.
Columbina, Arlecchino, the Hydra-Archon, who are you?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Oh, Sandro and I as well. Which one are you?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else...
Or just another Descender?
Who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate. Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is
That shouldn't be a Harbinger? I wouldn't doubt it.
an illusion.
It probably isn't a Harbinger, but I wouldn't doubt it for a second that something like Columbina could do it, seeing as she's the second.
The voice has disappeared.
But it's probably not a Harbinger. I know there's no reason for them to do anything here.
And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and
But
saying all that scary
to be
stuff?
quite frank, seeing as Nahida did that to us when she would like through the Golden Apple Archipelago, that probably was because she kind of talked about truth, and the Hydra-Archon is like the truth Archon, or the law Archon, which kind of translates into the truth.
Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
So probably her, probably the Hydra-Archon. I wonder what awaits me in the future. Yeah, it's probably the Hydra-Archon. People still saying that it's the god of time. Probably not. What's the god of time got to do with anything here? Because nothing that we're doing here has to do with time. You know, because Raiden A mentioned it because they were fucking with time and shit like that, and it was like time travel and whatnot, like time dilation rather. I don't see what time has to do with anything that's happening here. This is history, and what is true and what isn't true. If that makes any sense. Istroth or something? Yeah, it's Istroth. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, here's the thing, they could pull anything out of their asses right now. Like, maybe it's a bit too early to mention the Hydra-Archon, sure. But they could make that to be anyone and just label them as a powerful character, right? So it could be Istroth, it could be the Hydra-Archon, it could be the last Archon, it could be the Heavenly Principles, it could be another Descender, in my opinion, it could be like the first Descender, it could be fucking Dainsleif's wife, who knows what the fuck it could be. So it's like almost impossible to try to pinpoint it. I'm not going to say it's Istroth though, because I don't see the connection personally. We're gonna do this really quickly. We're gonna do our commissions. We're gonna go do our TCG for the day. And then we get a big shebang. Now that we're done with the Archon Quest, I don't have to worry about it for a while, or worry about questing for a while. Next time we play Genshin, which will be on Monday, we can focus on the TCG. Yeah, but I don't know. The reason I say it's probably the Hydra-Archon or someone other than that is because I don't know. I felt like it was more talking about the truth, and what you see is an illusion. You were and like trust your instincts or whatever the fuck like she tried to say. I didn't really pay attention, to be honest. Instead of time, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the end. I think this is gonna be forgotten for a while. Like nothing's gonna be done with her for a long time, and then we'll like I think like the next 2 patches isn't gonna have anything important, and then like on the 3rd patch from now, it's gonna bring back to this point or Istaroth or some shit like that. Who knows? But I also think in the in that anime, the Misfit of Demon King Academy, I think the name of the time god there is also Istaroth. Isn't it? Misfit. I could be wrong about this. Oh, kind of. No, not really. No. Oh. Oh well. It's gonna be forgotten like Mika. Isn't? No, Mika's coming in a few patches. I think, I don't want to spoil, but I'm pretty sure he's arriving in 3.5. Because that would line up with something. Not to spoil anything, but I'm pretty sure he's there. But yeah, that's what happens when they introduce a character randomly for a random event, and then they have no plans of releasing him. Because he was like there for a 3.1 event. I think it was a 3.1 event. Like, yeah, they're not gonna release a Mondstadt character whilst they're still trying to get through all of their Sumeru characters. So it was very weird that he was there. They could have just introduced him in the event that's gonna happen when he actually launches, but oh well. And I just also I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Mika's gonna do anything. He's a cringe lord and a nobody. So, you know, chuck Mika in the bin, play him as a character, and it's pretty much the same thing. 3.1, yeah. It's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nothing. Nothing, I guess. Actually, Tissue, whilst you're here... Oh, I need to go bathroom, though. Can I get those mushrooms from your place, dude? I'm gonna jump on the Asian account after this. Actually, no, it's gonna happen a bit while. Actually, I'll grab them later. If you're available, it is. I won't do it now. I want to play some TCG. I want to get some TCG done. Because I haven't used any of my invitations on this account. So, I have a lot of enemies to fight, a lot of bogeys to defeat. Yeah, I'll grab them later. Okay, daily commission done. Do I want to spend my resin? Not really. For dinner, I'll be seeing you later. All G-Man, catch ya, enjoy dinner, dude. Enjoy dinner. I actually need to go bathroom as well before we do some TCG. Commission's done. Before we even spend my resin, I need to go bathroom real quick, so I'll be back in 2 minutes or something. Let me get some music up. This is gonna be a... Bro, I never take AFK breaks. This is another spicy moment. What was it called again? Oh, bro, my auto search is not functioning. Chuck that in. There it is. Chuck on some Christmas vibes. Alright, I'll see you guys in 2 seconds here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned to the present, to the living. I have just been revived. And we're back, and here we are. Music is off. But guess what's on? Some TCG.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Oh, Osmanthus wine tastes just as you remember.
Those who share the memory.
But indeed, where are those who share the memory? We're gonna play some TCG mainly, and we're probably gonna just do that for the rest of the stream because we've got the daily dude to fight, and then I think we've got a few. I want to do the character brawls. I want to get some character cards that I don't have on the other account. So that's on the agenda for now, and maybe do some challenges, as many challenges as we possibly can. I think we have the agent to do. We might even do the agent, get his card, because usually it seems to me what is the case is. The monster cards are really strong. So we need to obtain 5 character cards to get this challenge done. We get another animated card border thing that we'll use on Ning Huang. But we'll do that after we verse our next opponent, which is who? Oh no, we got no more for this week, never mind. Oh yeah, no, it's a weekly thing. Okay, never mind. Okay, we don't have daily, guys. Okay, so I guess we just do the character cards then. Well, I want to maybe verse the Fatui guy after we... You know what, we'll do him first, why not? Prince, hello. Sorry, Prince, give me 1 second. I'm opening a chest in Nikkei Got Us a Victory. Start Tavern Challenge. We got the agent test. Go to challenge him. What does he do, first and foremost, before you can even do it? So he has 2 physical damage. His skill is deal 1 pyro damage. This character gains stealth. And then his burst is actually really cheap. And deal 5 pyro damage. Really cheap burst. You only have to use his skill twice or something. Okay, that's incredibly good. And he has stealth at the start, so I'm assuming stealth is this character... The character to which this is attached takes -1 damage and deals +1 damage. Aha. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. If I'm just to move over here in this game real quick, let's go do that. And then what does his actual cast card do? Combat action, when your active character is the Fatui agent, equip this card, immediately use Prowl once. Yep. When your who has this card equipped creates a stealth. Starting usage +1. The physical damage the attached character deals will be converted to pyro damage. Okay, so you just get more. That just turns into pyro damage. Okay, that sounds crazy. That sounds good. Our deck, we've only got the big D deck that we're gonna use here. So we're gonna select D-Luke, and we'll just go in. It should just be him with 30 HP, if I remember correctly. That's how these work, right? Get rid of... Actually, no, that's a moderately okay starting hand. We'll take it. That's not bad, actually. Oh, no, it's... Oh, wow, that's pretty... They've both got one-shot mechanics. Or not one-shot mechanics, but they've both got high instant hit abilities. So that's an interesting one. We're going to try to start off with... We'll try to use the first round as like a buff round, if we can. Hopefully. Not great, but not the worst I've ever gotten, so... They both go stealth. That's very annoying. We'll chuck on this immediately. We can immediately attack. I'm not gonna. But and if we chuck that on, the next round we should... Yeah, okay, that's good. Then we'll do this. We'll draw 2 cards. Oh, wow. Incredible. And that's all I'm going to do. I know it's a setup round, to be quite frank. That's all this is. It's a setup round, so... D-Luke, you're going to take a bit of damage here, buddy. I'm sorry. 2. And then he'll switch. Or maybe he'll just attack again with this guy. No, he switches. Okay. 3. Why did he do 3? Did he use his skill or something? Okay. Okay, Cathedral, we place that. Place Cathedral. D-Luke, you're getting really low there, buddy. We should have 4 Pyro die, though. Yep, 4 guaranteed. Don't get a single extra one, that's fair enough. But with that, if we want to cast our... Okay, we just need to put that down, 100%. If we want to use this, we have to use 3 Pyro, which is just cranked. But I believe... Let me think here. If I do that, then... It shouldn't be this difficult. We don't technically need that, but I... I'll only deal, what is it, 3 damage to him instead. If I attack here, though, he can't... Okay, we'll just do that. And if I die, I die. I'm not too bothered.
No escape.
Ready when you are.
I should have converted one of these into something. Yeah, this is going miserably. This is going miserably. They've got their burst. I think Kai is just dead here. Unless, no, he's not. Okay, we got that. Okay. Ah, damn, I was hoping for some useful. Okay. We have all the machinations. We have the machinations. Okay. I can very easily do... Oh, no, I can't do shit, can I? Okay. Maybe what I do here is we just attack, right? We just attack like that. Yep. Cheers. Then...
Let's go.
Could he kill him? That's 2. Okay. I'm good with this.
You can't run from death.
I'm good with this.
An eye for an eye.
Yeah, he did, bro, he did like 6 damage overkill, 7 damage overkill. Relax, buddy. But I do believe we do this. Surely he can't attack again, right? He must have spent all his dice now, right? Yeah, thought so. We cast his burst. He should live another day. Reroll that. The reason we do this straight away, we're going to cause the reaction. Constant switching between these two.
No escape.
Ay caramba.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Then we don't need this anymore.
By royal decree.
No escape.
Can't do anything else, so we end. This shouldn't be this close, but it is, and I'm not liking it. Chuck the cathedral down. Could reroll, but I think at this point there's no reason to reroll. Could deal 1 damage. At this point, they're affected by Electro, so we can get high value from just switching to Kaya. I think if Kaya dies though, we'll lose. So maybe. It's very annoying that that does 0 damage.
By royal decree.
An eye for an eye.
One shall descend once again.
I think I have to restart this if we don't get his support card, right?
No escape.
Just seems like a shit enemy. He just attacks twice. I lost. Oh yeah, because I ended my turn. Whoops, my bad. This game is fucking cranked out of its mind. Try again. Where's my little robot dude in this? Okay, let's go there. Dum 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 da 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 dum.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Leaving so soon?
Okay. This game's fucking cringe. Yeah, this game is cringe. I'll solve this later. Amazing. The negative damage reduction from the Fatui agents doesn't make much sense though, to be honest. They have stealth. I understand the damage increase, not the damage reduction.
Ready when you are.
Do that.
Freeze.
Kai's just got to take some damage here. No way he can cast his burst, right? Yeah. It's not worse. That's not bad, but it's not great. He's going to use his burst. It should only deal 6 damage, so we're good here.
An eye for an eye. Don't push your luck.
Mm-hmm. I can't kill him, so that's an unfortunate thing. But play this. Switching is now free. Switch to you.
The princess in. By royal decree.
I think I might have misplayed. I have to stay on official now. I can't do shit! Oh, official takes 6 damage as well. Getting the cathedral this late doesn't do shit, game. Oh, hi caramba.
No escape. No escape.
Mein Fräulein. This will...
Oh, well, GG. Can't do anything.
I'm not done. Let's go.
I can't do anything. I think the stealth mechanic is just a bit dumb. That they can, I think they just go into stealth after they use an attack. Kind of defeats the purpose. It's an offensive and defensive ability. Can't have the whole shebang, if I'm to be honest with you. This is a loss because we can only kill one of them because apparently Overload isn't a splash damage in this game mode. And he's got his burst. Alright, that's another loss. Damn, we're taking losses after loss here.
An eye for an eye.
An eye for a fuck you.
There can be no excuse.
The stealth mechanic just seems a bit overpowered. Seeing as they deal damage and then go into stealth, which gives them a damage reduction. Just kind of seems counterintuitive. But whatever.
Let's finish this swiftly.
And they go into stealth at the start of the fight. You kind of just don't have the advantage in this scenario in any way. And because it's 2 of them, I think this would have been much better if you were fighting one of them that just had 30 HP instead of 2 of them that have 10. I think it would have been a lot fairer.
so soon?
Anyway, I've returned to say, oh, when all information. I think it'll be after I end stream, Tissue. That's all good, man. Just lurk around and whatnot. Enjoy me losing in this game mode. I think it'll be after stream. I want to spend the rest of the night doing this Garbonzo game. What do you want from me? I'm getting fucked. Can't even get a single good die. I'm dying. He can't be killed here. That's all that needs to be noted.
Leaving so soon?
He's unbearably low. But at least he can't be killed. We have to switch to big man.
This will be interesting.
Like, fuck, I can't play the game, can I? Just not allowed to play the game. Seven, I can't die. But this is not a...
Freeze.
Dum 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 dum.
For an eye.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Okay, no, we can maybe do this. He'll switch to the next one. No, he won't. Why doesn't he switch? Why are you such a cringe lord? Why are you such a cringe lord? Is he gonna switch now and cast his ultimate? No fucking way. How does he have enough dice? How does the AI have that perfect, like, lineup of die to switch, like, 5 times in a fight and also do the ultimate? I just don't think that's fucking, like, just logical. The AI would not have the dice to do that. They wouldn't. It feels like the AI just pulls the perfect die combination out of the blue all the fucking time. It doesn't feel like there's any RNG towards the... I don't know why I didn't read all the fucking Pyrodire, whoops. It doesn't feel like an a fair matchup because the AI just seems to have the same fucking hand. Not even the same hand, the same fucking, like, playstyle every single time. You can't, like, let's just play a specific way, you can't do shit. No matter what I do here, Fischl's dead. So I guess I'll just go in. She'll attack now. Oh, he'll attack now, kill Fischl. Yep, just happens to do 2 fucking damage. Yeah, this game's fucked. This game's fucked. Do this. We'll draw 2 cards. We can win this. I just want to. I just don't want to have 2 characters die. Diluc's gonna die here as well because he's gonna do he's gonna do an elemental skill or something, and deal 3 damage instead of 2. Is that it? Oh no, deal 2 pyro damage. I got no way to avoid this, so I pretty much lose. Unless I can use my burst, which I can't. Wow, incredible. And then he does 2 damage. I can't avoid that in any way. I'm conceding. See you later. Just like, I don't know why fighting certain NPCs is not actually a card match. It's just you versus 2 minions. Like, that's not how you do the TCG. Even in, like, Hearthstone, when you fight, like, dragon NPCs, they are actually just playing the card game. It's a pretty simple and straightforward concept to just have it always be a card game, instead of this, like, the AI just kind of does whatever the fuck it wants kind of system.
In the name of the Princessin.
I don't know how they messed that part up. No. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Oh, passive skill stealth. Why do none of the actual, like, character cards have passive skills? Like, why do the shit-stain cards you get given at the start not have passive skills? Zero damage. Very nice. 0 damage. No escape. Fucking trash ass game, man. Sorry, official, you take a few more hits of damage. That doesn't do anything.
This will be interesting.
No escape.
Dodge this.
Well, I can't do shit, so what? Switch to Diluc, I guess. In anticipation for the next match, next round thingy. Is he gonna cast his burst if I end my round here? Probably. Am I gonna die? Probably. Because he just has the card, the dice for it. Oh, he doesn't. Wow, incredible. That's just absolutely incredible. He didn't have the dice to fuck me in the ass? No way. Okay, another cathedral. Ica fucking rumba, dude. We want to chuck Timmy down. We want to chuck the cathedral down. Force switch. Bam. Still gonna use his burst on me. That doesn't really change. Yep.
An eye for an eye.
Go down to 3 HP. What's he do next? The very next thing he does is... Well, no, I guess he would switch first. That costs something, surely. But then if I convert 2, I attack. I don't need this card, to be quite frank with you. That, he has to... If we still do this, he has to then switch. Yeah. We use this next one to switch to Kaya.
This will be interesting.
He he bursts him down to fucking 2. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have stealth mode anymore. Okay, and then we end our turn. He shouldn't be able to do... Oh no, he can do thrust, which is what, 2 damage. Thankfully, Kaya lives. Gets healed by Cathedral back up to 3. And we're back right where we started, in the middle of bumfuckery nowhere. Wow, that's incredible dice rolling. That's just incredible. That's incredible. That was actually just immaculate. I was shocked by that. What does he do? He does 1 damage and gains stealth. You know, we'll play another Timmy. I don't even think we'll get to like the 5th round from now. Chuck the sword on him.
Freeze.
Do that.
Leaving so soon.
Yeah. I can't do anything. Except for just, what's the next attack? Deal 2 damage. Wait, from who though? And gain stealth. But who does the 2 damage? Which one?
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
I don't want my guy dying.
No escape.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna... Like 3 stacks of stealth. Okay, get rid of him.
You can't run from death.
Okay, we're kind of doing it. We're getting there. Alright, what's he... He has no further acts. Okay, we can safely end our turn. In utmost safety and security, I end my turn. Healed up to 5. Great, we get Timmy's dice next turn. We have that. None of that is useful. Alright. Ah, God. The agent is a bit tough. Electro die. Exactly what I need. More Omni would be grateful. More Omni would be immaculately nice. Fair enough. Okay, we got the bow. We got the juice. Okay, what we do here is this. We go chuck the bow on Fishley. Right, then we use Oz, summon him up. Bam. He should now attack me for not 5 damage because he doesn't have his ultimate up. Then he hits me. Wabam. Bada boom. And then I, with the power of Zeus and anime on my side, I use my elemental burst, cast it on him. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
What you owe.
Finally.
One day be paid.
3rd time's a charm. Holy crap. And we get all 3 challenges done. And that is the agent card, which seems to be fucking strong. Essentially means like you just don't have to like worry about shielding. If anything, because of like you can like run a shield build, something like a Ning Wang, Agent, Jing Cho. They all kind of just shield from casting their elemental skill, and thus they can easily mitigate a lot of damage whilst also dealing high damage. That'd be kind of a nice comp. Maybe even like take out Jing Cho, and if they ever add a Jin Yan, you could probably do that and get a Pyro Resonance, which would come in good. And then this one, it's just like you boost yourself even further. The physical The physical damage the attached character deals will be converted to pyro damage, so your 2 damage from your auto attack turns into that, plus you deal 3 pyro damage with your normal attack, which is fucking ridiculous for a person without a weapon, which I'm assuming you can probably put a weapon on them, maybe not, I don't know. You can put on a pyro goblet usually, or pyro crown rather. But that was the pyro agent fight. Never gonna like doing that one ever again. We need to obtain 4 more character cards in the next 20 minutes. Is it possible? Probably not. Shall I remake my deck? Probably. I don't think this deck right here, Big D, is good anymore. Let's get rid of the Big D. Or let's remake the Big D deck. Maybe I can... No, if I go for D-Luke and the Agent, I can make a Pyro Resonance deck around something. Deck design settings. No, not that. The contents of the deck. Get rid of Kaya maybe and go for Agent. Get everything out of there. Okay. Put in Diluc's 2 cards and the Agent's 2 cards just for higher chance. Put in the 2 gravestones. I don't want to put any of the bows in there because Fishel, Mishel. But you know what? One of them will be fine. We probably can't put a weapon on him, but we'll put these 2 on because we have 2 pyro guys. We'll put in this just because official. We want the 2 cathedrals and the one of the... Well, 2 of those. A Catherine isn't bad. 2 Timmys. This one is very good. 2 strategizers. We want to leave space for 2 cards at the end. Chuck in 2 energy refills. Could actually just chuck on a heal. Like the 2, this one. We want 1 more card. What is Ningguang's? Select any elemental dice to reroll. Can reroll 2 times. That's not bad, but it's not great either. And maybe like a Wagner to get the weapons on. We're gonna save this deck, and then we're gonna go back to the shop, and we're gonna buy, I think, 2 cards that I want to buy. Shop commodities. I believe it's, now I can't remember what I wanted to buy, actually. Oh, the Pyro Resonance, that's what I was thinking. Elemental Resonance, Fervent Flames. So during this round, the next instance of pyro-related reactions triggers +3 damage. So you have to have a reaction, or you do a reaction, and then this one just creates a pyro die. So maybe create a pyro die, but then this one will be kind of interesting if you can do it. But then I need to start off with Fishel. We'll try this one. The other one would smoothen out gameplay, but that one is... Now I can just buy both of them, honestly. Doesn't really matter to me. Where are they now? Here. We'll go with the damage one for reactions. So that means we have to start off with Fishel, and then go into reactions with Diluc. Invite for a Kamach. Yoimiya, Diluc, yada yada yada. We've done a lot of these. I wanted to do a Ningguang deck on this account, so we'll invite Ningguang for a match and get her card. I think that's going to be the only one we'll be able to do today.
You wish to play against me? I accept.
I wish she wore the outfit that she has on the account that you are using, so she could be in the fucking the juicer outfit, dude. The good one, but you know, whatever. Can't win everything. Ganyu, Ningguang, Kaching. That's what they used in the in that guy in Liyue. Not a bad starting hand, to be quite frank with you. Have that at the start. That's good. That's good. That's fine. You'll still start off with official though. Nothing overly towards Diluc here except for the helmet. The crown, that is. Okay. Wanna at least get... Okay, we have enough to cast the skill. Do we have anything to... Okay, we can put the helmet on. He starts off in stealth. Okay. So, Timmy down. I believe just helmet on Diluc. You know, I got a strategy here. You know, strategy's kind of going out the window, I'll be honest with you. I could do something here. I could do a bit of a... It does physical. And but I'd like to summon Oz. So what we'll do is this.
By royal decree.
Get Oz on the field.
It's nothing.
That's a shield, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. What does it do exactly? Receives at least 2 damage, decreases damage taken by 1. Very specific. You know what? We'll, switch to the big D here.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Let's finish this swiftly. The big D. Oh, I didn't get to end my turn first, because why'd they end their turn, dude? It's cranked. Okay. Don't switch characters, that would be really not cool. Don't switch characters, Staining Wong. Please. Please. Staining Wong. Staining Wong. Ningus Wongus. Okay. They're not gonna Staining Wong, are they? They're not gonna Staining Wong. They're gonna switch to official immediately, and I'm gonna be not happy. Ah! Okay, there it is. That's fine. Ningguang's got a burst. What does Ningguang's burst do? Deal 6 Geo. If Jade Screen is there on the field, deal +2. Deal 8 damage in one go. Suck me off, dude. What? Chuck another one of those down. Chuck another one of these down. Play that. Do one of these ones. Right? And in one fell swoop, we deal 8 damage! And we force her to switch. Good. Forced to switch. There's the overload that we're looking for. Switch to Kaching. Nice, nice, nice. The big bang has happened. If we had the Wolf Gravestone equip instead of the helmet, we could have fucking wanged her in. You know what we'll do, though, right now? We'll actually just do a bit of a moment here. A bit of a moment that we'd classify as a moment. As a moment. You go for one of these. Nah, it's not really worth it, is it? Not really worth it. Chuck that on. We gotta have big dice next turn. Big dice. We need to make some big money moves tomorrow. Tomorrow? I mean, next round. Next round. Big money. Okay, Electro. Nice. Okay, Diluc. Wait, no, they ended their phase 2? What? Okay, no, this is fine. Right, because we've got the Gravestone. We're gonna get at least a lot of Pyro dice. Like this. Reroll them to get 2 more Pyro. My Stonk. Oh no, at least an Omni, okay. Then we get 3. 3 extra Omni, right? Yeah, 3. Okay, we got big Omni. Big Omni. So now. 3 damage from the Kei-Ching. What? Chuck that onto D-Luke. Got the Gravestone on him. Chuck this onto the Fishley. Switch him over to Ganyu. He's got all of his bursts for all of his big women. I am frightened for most of my life. He's got the burst, dude. I am frightened. But maybe we just go. Like, we just wang it in. They're gonna end their turn here, aren't they? They're gonna switch to Ningguang and end their turn. No, they already ended their turn. What am I talking about? They are on Ningguang. I don't think they can do... they're on Ganyu. They have to switch to get anything done. And I just don't... Or they're going to have to at least cast a Jade Screen with Ningguang to get any value. And that uses a turn. So Ningguang's done and dusted. Kaching probably could juice my goose, but... probably not. Oh yeah, I didn't want good dice anyway, so that's fine. Oh, a Catherine. Honestly, you need a lot of these cards, like, turn 1. Okay, we're still good on the die. No matter who I hit with D-Luke, they are dead instantly because of the gravestone. Oh, you just play every card under the sun. There it is. See, they switched to Ningus Wungus. Alright, watch this. Bam. Wang.
The victor. An
Right.
impressive play.
No worries. I do more impressive plays than that, Ningguang. Watch this next one. Watch this next one. Switch to Ganyu. Switch to Ganyu.
My contract. You certainly don't disappoint.
Hey, what can I say? I never disappoint. Alright. Next one. The opponent declares end turn. Hey, dude. Get him, DeLuke. Get him. 11 damage. Go for it. Retribution! Wanged in, dude. Round 3 end. Or round 2 end or whatever. Get wanged on, fucking Ningguang. Easiest W of my life. Alright. What does this do? Immediately use Jade Screen. When your Ningguang, who has this card equipped, is on the field, Jade Screen will cause you to deal +1 geo damage. Oh, wow. I feel like Ningguang's going to be a really strong card just because of the you use Jade Screen, and you got a shield, which is fucking good. That's a good shield. And like, you don't really need to react with her, you just go. You just go Ningguang. She is the definition of a selfish DPS in this. Alright, what does she say? What are her defeating lines?
Unfortunate. But most entertaining.
No worries. Didn't she design this game? Didn't she make Genius Invocation TCG? Isn't she the maker of it? It's kind of weird that she, like, sucks at it. Kind of weird, Ningguang. Kind of weird. Anyway, that's going to be the last round. I thought that was going to be a lot faster. I'm not going to dally on here. I'm going to start another one. But maybe I could. Nah, I want to make a Ningguang deck. I'll do that in my own time, maybe. Oh, dude. That was fun. Alright, close the stream off here real quick. I'll be honest with you, that Scaramouche quest was actually rather entertaining. I won't say it's my favorite quest in the game, and although I think a lot of people are saying that it's one of the best quests out there, I don't quite think it is. But it's a good quest though. It's definitely not in the bottom tier or bottom few, but it's above the 50% mark, or above the 50% line. It's a good quest. I enjoyed it. But I much more enjoyed the TCG that we just did. I enjoyed everything that we did today. And I will continue to enjoy things. Now, it's Friday today, so there won't be a stream tomorrow. And also, I cannot guarantee a stream on Sunday. Because I'm going away from the area that I live in. For the whole day, essentially. And I don't know if I'll be back in the evening. But if I am back in the evening, and in time for a stream, it will be probably Overwatch 2 or God of War continuation. I don't know which one. God of War or Overwatch 2. So that's that. And then on Monday, we're back with Genshin Impact, and we're back with grinding the TCG, back with continuing more of just getting Nahida her triple essential or triple crowning done, and maybe more like Wanderer gameplay if I get him to level 90. I don't know if I'll fucking care enough to do that stuff and like care enough to really build him, but I'll get him to level 90 and maybe play him a bit on stream. Who knows? And then hopefully, I think by Tuesday next week, there will be, I think, the Honkai chapter available, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe it's available next week. Who knows? But yeah, there will be a Honkai chapter available at some point or another. So, guys, thanks for hanging out today. Really appreciate it. The chapter was long and tedious, but we did get it done. And we're going to stay up to date with all of our quests on the main account at least. I'm going to try not to fall behind. I don't think I have any... I've got fucking Sino's quest to do, but I just can't be asked to deal with that character. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, we're gonna try to stay up to date with all the quests. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Really appreciate it. Catch you guys in the next stream or video. There'll be more TCG clips coming up tonight or so. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Bye bye. Stay safe. Drink food and eat water. Lol.